A very good morning, dear children. Today we are going to see the remaining part of the chapter 13, that is sound. Now let us do one activity. Take a pot filled with water. Strike it lightly on its rim. What do you see? Why are waves form on the water in the pot? When we gently strike the pot full of water, the waves are seen in the water. These are the vibrations that pass into the water. The vibrations caused due to striking causes waves. So due to vibrations only, there is a formation of waves in the pot full of water. Now, next topic is how sound is heard. There is air around a source of sound. As the source of sound begins to vibrate, the layer of air nearest to the source also vibrates. A wave of vibrations of that sound spreads in all directions from the source of sound. Such a wave is called a sound wave. So, wave of vibration of the sound spreads in all the directions from the source of sound only, and that wave is called as children sound wave. The sound waves reach our ears. There is a delicate diaphragm or eardrum in the cavity of our ears. It starts vibrating too, and due to that eardrum, this starts vibrating. What is starts vibrating, children? That is eardrum or diaphragm. Okay, the sensation produced by these vibrations are passed on to the brain through the nerves in the ears, and we hear the sound. So likewise, we can listen the sound clearly with the help of this air around the source of sound. Now let us do one activity, that is for propagation of sound. Take two balloons, fill air in one and water in the other. Press the balloon filled with air against your ear as shown in the picture. Rub a finger on the balloon and listen to the sound. Repeat the same activity with the balloon filled with water. Through which balloon do we hear a clearer sound? So in case of this, what happens, children? We can listen the sound in case of air balloon also and water balloon also. But there is difference in the sound. From both the experiments, that is in case of air balloon and water balloon, it is understood that sound travels through the medium. The speed of propagation of sound varies according to the medium in which it travels. Means sound travels from air medium also and water medium also. But the source of sound is different. And due to that, propagation of that sound also varies in case of air and water. For the propagation of sound, to clear this concept, we can see second experiment. Stand at the end of a big table and make a friend stand at the other end. Ask the friend to knock lightly on the table. You will hear a faint sound. Now you press your ear to the table and ask the friend to repeat the knock. What difference do you notice? So when you are keeping your ear on the table, the sound is more. Okay. So sound travels in the form of waves through air, water or through a solid and reaches our ears. Sound is propagated more clearly through a liquid than through air. It is heard most clearly through a solid. Why is it this, children? Because in case of sound, this sound travels through the mediums And for the speed of propagation of sound varies according to the mediums in which it travels. Mediums means either in liquid medium, air medium and solid medium. So their capacity is different in case of any medium. Means whatever medium is there, due to that medium, that affects to the propagation of sound or intensity of the sound. Now this transmission of sound occurs at different speed through different mediums. Transmission of sound is faster through a liquid than through a gas and faster through a solid than through a liquid. Now let us see some new words. Propagation of sound. Sound is said to be propagated when sound waves spread in all directions from a source of sound. That is called as a propagation of sound. Means sound wave is said to be propagated. When it will be propagated? When sound waves will spread in all directions, then we can say there is a propagation of the sound. Now, second concept is the medium of propagation of sound. The substance around the source of sound through which sound waves spread is called the medium of propagation of sound. So, whatever substance is there, that substance is around the source of sound and that is spread from the sound waves and that is called as a medium of propagation of sound. From which medium that is propagated, that is called as a medium of propagation of sound. Now use your brain power. If a bell is hung in a vacuum container, will its sound be heard outside? So what is meant by vacuum, children? That we will see first of all. Vacuum means an empty space from where air is partially removed. Means in that space there is air is removed partially. Means there is little amount of air is there, not full amount of air is there. So since there is vacuum in the container, the sound will not be transmitted. So if there is vacuum, then sound will not transmitted and it will not be heard. Vacuum is an empty space from which the air is partially removed and thus there is no medium. Hence, propagation of sound will not take place in case of vacuum. Next topic is observe and discuss. Which of these sounds is pleasant from this picture and which sounds are nonsense to people? So in case of this picture, a boy is playing with one thing. So that sound is what? Nonsense. And again, when boy is crying, that is also nonsense to hear. But that girl is singing. So that sound is pleasant. Okay, children? Next topic is noise pollution. A loud sound is harsh to the ear. Harsh means what? It is very irritating to the ear. Such sounds produce noise and such types of sounds are producing noise. Now look at the picture. Make a list of all the sounds implied in the picture. So in case of this, we will collect the list. In first, there are two women. They are talking with each other. That is one of the sound. Second, that is barking of the dog sound. Then third, crying baby sound. Man is talking on the mobile. So that is one of the sound. Boy is playing with a paper aeroplane. That is also one of the sound. Grandma is watching TV program. So TV sound is there. One girl is playing on the this drum. That is also one of the sound is there. Then outside the window, that bird is singing. That is also one of the sound is there. So these are the sounds we can see in the picture. Now second question, how would this atmosphere affect a person who is not feeling well? So in this situation, we are listening many types of sound. So whoever person is there, whoever he is not keeping well, so he will not feel well in such type of condition, because here all types of sounds are coming together and they are producing what? Noise. And due to that person will not keeping well in this condition and it will affect on his health also. Now, would you able to study in these conditions? No, we cannot study, because in this all types of sounds are coming together, so we cannot study in such type of situation. Now the situation shown in the two pictures on page number 94 are often seen around us. Some of the sounds they depict are pleasant while others are harsh. Some sounds we are listening that is pleasant and some are harsh also. Very loud or continuous noise has adverse effects on the people of that locality. Their hearing may get impaired, which can even lead to deafness. Okay, so whatever hearing capacity is there, that is also went, and we can feel deafness also due to such type of noise. It can also cause restlessness, irritability, and mental exhaustion. Mental exhaustion means what? We are feeling mentally disturbed due to such types of noise pollution. One cannot work with concentration. So we cannot study in this type of condition and we cannot concentrate on our work also. This kind of continuous noise which may have ill effects is called noise pollution. So such type of continuous noise which affects on our health, on our body, and which are having adverse effects, okay, ill effects, that is called as a noise pollution. And noise pollution occurs when we hear one or many sounds harmful to the ear. That is called as a noise pollution. Now, there are some measures for preventing noise pollution. As far as possible, we should avoid blowing the horn. So, we should not blow the horn again and again as far as possible. The volume of the TV or radio in the house should be restricted to those watching the programs. So that voice, TV voice or radio voice, that should be for those persons only, those who are watching or those who are listening these TV or radio programs. Vehicles should be maintained properly to reduce the unnecessary sounds they produce. So we have to take care of vehicles so that they cannot produce unnecessary sounds. Vehicles should be maintained. Okay, maintain means what? We have to take care of these vehicles. Factories, airports, railway stations and bus stands should be located at the proper distance away from residential areas. So whatever factory sounds are there, airports, that aeroplane sounds are there, railway stations, railway sounds are there, then bus stands, bus sound is there, or announcement sound is there. So these should be at a proper distance or away from our residential areas, so that they will not affect on our daily routine or on our health also, children. Now always remember, some of the sounds that we enjoy can be a nonsense for other. Nonsense means what? There is irritation of that sound, and that sound we are enjoying. Nicely music system is there. We are enjoying or we are dancing on that music system, or any song is there, we are dancing. But that will be irritating to other people also or other person also. So that we have to remember. Always remember. Believe it or not, birds like the robin and woodcock can recognize the sounds of an earthworm in the soil and find their prey. This is because their hearing organs are very sensitive. So robin bird and woodcock bird. What they can recognize? They can recognize the sound of earthworm. Where is that earthworm? In the soil. And they can find their prey. Prey means what? They are eating this earthworm, and this they can understood. Why this is? Because their hearing capacity is very clear or very sensitive. Some species of grasshopper produce a sound by rubbing their legs together while flying in the air. So this grasshopper sound, they are rubbing their legs. Okay, and that also we can understood. Okay, there is also one of the sound. The flapping of the wings of the bee or the mosquito produces a humming sound. So this is also one of the sound. Now, what we have learned from this chapter? Vibrations are required for the production of sound. If there is a production of sound, then it needs vibration. A medium is required for the propagation of sound. Means either liquid medium, solid medium or air medium. Sound is propagated through gaseous, liquid and solid mediums. Noise is disagreeable, irregular and loud. Noise pollution occurs due to continuous noise. Noise pollution has adverse effects on our health. Heavy traffic and industrial areas cause maximum noise pollution. Noise pollution is a social problem. It is necessary that everybody takes measures to prevent noise pollution. So that is everyone's responsibility to prevent noise pollution. Blowing the horns of vehicles is prohibited. Prohibit means it should be banned near places like schools and hospitals. These rules should be always to be followed, and this we all have to follow all these rules. Thank you children for watching the video and for your attention.